to train me to become a legend. Yeah.
A legend? Okay, that's amazing. So how do you feel when you are performing in front of a big audience?
I feel happy though.
How did you feel today?
I feel happy because I did good. I did good.
Yes, you definitely did good.
Yes, I let the people happy.
It's a very good experience because it helps them in their even school. They get more confident and they can enjoy little things in life much better. And it makes them think deeper, which this is really what I like about drums.
Ismail, when did it start with you? How old were you when you started learning the drums?
2 years. Yes.
So how do you feel in front of the audience?
I am happy.
What did you do today? Tell me about your performance. Which songs did you play?
What?
Which songs did you play today?
Lessons in Love and Mark Anthony.
I love Mark Anthony, by the way. And I loved the song. It was a cha-cha, right?
Yes.
I really loved your performance.
Okay.
So Yunus, the youngest member of the Rabia family, right? How old are you?
8.
You're at school, definitely. How do you go? You go to school in the morning and then you exercise and practice drums at night, or what do you do?
Yes, I practice drums and I work in math and English, yes.
You get overexcited sometimes and you just have to calm them down a little bit, but in the end I think it's a very beneficial experience for them. So I have to help them, get new ideas, because the new games and the football and a lot of things get them out of the mood, so I have to put them in the mood again. So I have to enforce them to find new ideas and listen more to songs, so in order to get better ideas.
Were you happy today when you were performing in front of the people?
Yes.
Which songs did you play today?
Another Suka and What Love Is Made Of.
They get very excited about the idea that they are meeting audience. So this is exactly when they like to practice. So I always remind them of the experience and give them a challenge to find new ideas to bring to the audience. So this really gets them going.
Watch your ass when the truck dealers get up in your face. Don't swallow this anonymous just in case it tries. Stand in your way, stop, damn.
Today's concert is great. Ahmad Rabia is one of the best drummers, percussions in Egypt, I believe, Middle East, and I think he's stepping now to the globality. This is one very good night that I enjoyed it very much.
I think it was really fun because it's my first time that I come here, so I learned a lot of types of music of drums because it's my favorite instrument, and I think I will come another time. So.
I think it was very challenging, and because I love music, and I think I will come again because it's my first time here, and I enjoyed it a lot.
The beats.
The pleasure to interview with us Mr. Ahmad Rabia, the great percussionist that really we enjoyed his concert big time tonight. Hello, Mr. Ahmad, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. So first I want to congratulate you for the lovely concert, and I would love to ask you about the influence of jazz, because mainly you have a very big, nice influence of jazz on your fusion of music. How did it all start?
First of all, thank you for the nice talking, nice speaking of you. Really, I started listening to jazz since I was maybe 14 years old, 13 years old, maybe less than that. Before that, I was listening to rock, the famous
It has an influence, actually.
Of course, it has a film influence in my playing.
Yeah,
I think it's very noticeable.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and then I started listening to jazz. And unfortunately, at this time, I didn't understand anything of the music. It was too much for my mind at this time, at this period of time. It was too much, and said, no, I have to start really like studying seriously the jazz concept and the jazz theories of playing the drums.
Yes. So, who mainly influenced you, locally and internationally?
Internationally, I'm listening to music, in fact, I'm playing music since I was maybe 2 years old. Mm-hmm. I'm playing the percussion since I was 2 years old. Mm-hmm. And my first drum set was maybe at 4 years old. Yeah. And my first professional drum set, I was maybe 13 or something like that. And I started listening to music since very, very early age. Yeah. And at age of 7 and 8, I started listening to Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and all the Black Sabbath and all the famous heavy metal band at this time. Then my first drummer and my first admiring drummer was I'm Pace. You know, he's a very famous drummer, and Neil Peart and all this kind of music, drummers that are playing this kind of music. Then I start listening to jazz, so I start listening to Steve Gadd and Billy Cobham and Buddy Rich and all these big names in the jazz scene. And it was totally different kind of playing that I didn't know how to play at this time. So it was a very, very pleasure trip for me, you know, through all these years.
So lately you've been known that you are very courageous in presenting new talents, including your kids even, on the stage, which I believe it's a bit risky, I have to admit. So tell me more about that experience.
You know, teaching kids is really hard. It's not easy, I admit. But it needs time and it needs cool nerves, because you have to be very cool with them, and most of the time you don't have to shout at them so as the knowledge get to them. So I'm teaching drums since I was maybe 18 years old. So I know how to to make the student reach the knowledge that I want to tell them. And it's kind of concept and not everybody can learn drums, you know. First, it shows from the first minute, you know. I know from the first minute this kid is a talent or not.
So, as a dad of 3 talented kids, tell me more about teaching them at home as a dad, because this is a bit difficult, I can imagine.
You know, I have a studio in my place, and with the soundproof room and lots of drum sets. This drum set, I put it in my studio in my home, and they born and they found all this, you know. So it came, for my kids, it came like a natural thing.
So how do you feel when watching them perform in front of a big audience?
I enjoy it very much, you know, and they do something. You know, my older kid, of course, he's the best of them because of the age.
Yes, definitely.
And because he used to practice a lot when he was a kid, so he's very, very good. And then comes Ismail and Yunus. They are very talented. But the difference between a musician and the other, of course, the talent almost is the same for them. The difference between one and the other is how many hours he's putting in the drums, how many hours he's practicing every day.
So what are your future projects?
My future project is to keep playing and to keep practicing and to try to be better and to try to teach more students, to let them play the really good music, support the fine art in Egypt and in the Middle East, and that's what we need in this area, especially because we have a lot of bad music, to be honest with you.
That's true.
And so I'm trying to do something good.
Thank you so much. We really enjoyed the concert, and we really wish you all the best, or as we say as musicians, break a leg.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that brings us to the end of this very special episode of The Beat. I really hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we did, and until we see you again, feel the beat.